Welcome students. In this video I am going to revise some more topics from chapter number 1 sets. Now first I am going to discuss the operations on the set. The first operation is union of sets. Let A and B be two given sets. Then the union of A and B is the set of all elements those which belongs to either A or B or both. Now it is denoted by the symbol A union B. In set builder form, it can be written as set of those x such that either x belongs to A or x belongs to B. If you have to represent this using Venn diagram, first you will draw your universal set by rectangular box. Let it be set A, let it be B. Now union means the elements from A or from B or which are in both. So this shaded region represent A union B. For example, A set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B set is 6, 7, 2. Now union will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This 2 is repeating again, but in set roster form we write any element only one time. Now properties. A union B is always equal to B union A. This is known as your commutative law. Then associative law. This is also true. A union. Here B union C is equal to A union B union with C. Now A union A is equal to A. Fourth property. A union phi. Phi means empty set or means no element. So the union is equal to whole set A. Now A union universal set. Here U is used for universal. You can also use here X. Just look here. If this is your universal set and it is A set, clearly your union will be equal to the whole universal set, right? Now if A is a subset of B, then what is A union B? Just look here. Let it be your universal set. It be set A and set B. As A is a subset of B, that means A is contained in B or A is a part of B. So whenever we write the union, we take the element from either set, either from A or from B. So that means the union is equal to the superset B. Now the intersection. Next operation is intersection of sets. Let A and B be two given sets. Then the intersection of set A and B is the set of elements which belongs to both A and B, or we can say which are common to both A and B. Intersection is denoted by this symbol. Now in set builder form, set of those x where x belongs to A and x also belongs to B. This is your universal set A, B, 2 set. Now this common region, it is representing your A intersection B. Next, for example, if the set A is 1, 2, 3, 4, then set B is 2, 3, 5. Whenever you write the intersection, you will just write the common element 2 and 3. Again, the properties of intersection, A intersection B is always equal to B intersection A. This is your commutative law. In the same way, associative law also hold. Third, A intersection A is always equal to A. Now fourth, A intersection phi. Phi means no element. The set is empty. When one set is empty, that means intersection is also going to be empty. Then A intersection universal. As A is a part of universal, that means the intersection will be smaller set A or the set A. Next property, if A is a subset of B, just look here. If A is a subset of B, this is universal. Let A and let this be set B. Whenever A is a subset of B, now the common portion is going to be A. That means intersection is equal to A. Now what is disjoint set? If A intersection B is phi, then these two sets are said to be disjoint. For example, if I say let A be the set of odd natural number and B be the set of even natural number, then their intersection will be phi. So that means these two sets are going to be disjoint. Next is the properties of union and intersection. The first is the distributive law. A intersection B union C. This is known as intersection is distributing over union. This is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. Next, A union B intersection C. This is equal to A union B intersection A union C. Next, practical application of sets operation. If A and B are finite sets, then number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Next, if A, B, C are three finite sets, then the number of elements in A union B union C is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B plus number of elements in C minus number of elements in A intersection B minus number of elements in B intersection C minus number of elements in A intersection C plus number of elements in A intersection B intersection C. For example, if you are given two sets A and B such that the number of elements in A are 17, in B is 23 and in union is 38, then find the number of elements in A intersection B. First you write down the formula. This is the formula of union. Number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. This is given to be 38. In A you have 17, here you have 23. 17 plus 23, it is going to be 40. So that means the number of elements in A intersection B will be 2. Now I am going to discuss some questions from the miscellaneous exercise of first chapter. If X belongs to A and A belongs to B, then check whether X belongs to B. If it is true, then prove it, and if it is false, then write an example. Now you can take any set A. I have taken let 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are given X belongs to A. So you can take X either 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken X equal to 1. That means 1 belongs to A. So you have taken first condition, X belongs to A. Now next condition is given to be A belongs to B. That means this A is an element of B. So whenever you write set B, first you write complete set A and then you can write any element. Like I have written here 5 also. Clearly A belongs to B. Now you can check 1 does not belongs to B because this is complete an element of B. So 1 does not belongs to B. So this statement is false. Next question number 9. Using properties of set, show that this is true. Now here you use the distributive law. So this is A union A. Now intersection A union B. A union A is always equal to A. Now you know that A is always subset of A union B. So further their intersection will be equal to set A. Next, question number 12. Write 3 sets A, B, C such that A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection C, they are non-empty and A intersection B intersection C is 5. Let A is 1, 2. Then take B is 2, 3. Now write C in such a way that it has one element from this set and one from this, such that their pairwise intersection is not 5. So I have taken the set C as 1 and 3. Right? You can clearly check these 3 intersections are non-5, and if you write A intersection B intersection C, as there is no element which is common here, so their intersection will be 5. Question number 15. In a survey of 60 people, it was found that 25 read newspaper H, 26 read newspaper T, 26 read newspaper I, 9 read H and I, 11 read H and T, 8 read T and I, and 3 read all the 3 newspaper. Now find the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper or who read exactly one newspaper. First you draw your universal set, then draw 3 circle. It represents number of people reading newspaper H. This is for T, this is for I, right? Now write one element in each block, right? Now we are given 25 people are reading newspaper H. So look from here. In H we have A plus B plus G plus F. 26 people are reading newspaper T. So this is B plus C plus G plus D. Again 26 are reading newspaper I. So you have F plus G plus D plus E. Now 9 people are reading H and I. H and I means their intersection. Just look here. The portion which is common to both H and I. This is F plus G. 11 people are reading H and T. H and T. Common portion B plus G. In the same way you can write here. Now 3 people are reading all the 3 newspaper. the portion which is, or the element which is common to 3 set. This is G, so G is 3. So now you have G is 3. From this equation, put G equal to 3, so D will be 5. From here G3, that means B is 8. In the same way here F is 6. Put all these values in equation 1, 2 and 3. From here you can evaluate your A is 8, C is 10, E is 12. Now in first part you have to find the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. At least means either 1, 2 or 3. So your answer will be A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G. Put all values here. Your answer will be 52. The second part, who read exactly one newspaper. Just look here. This A is reading only one newspaper, that is H. This C is reading only one newspaper, that is T. In the same way this E. So your answer will be A plus C plus E. Put the values. On putting value, your answer will be 30.